You could be the most beautiful shade of blue, but it will never be good enough for someone whose favorite color is red. Somehow you've proven to yourself that your content is not for posting in the most cringiest year in history. But why? The internet will have you believe you're cringy and you shouldn't post. But in the same term, the same internet makes popular someone sitting in their car covered in chocolate. As a creator, I always worry about who will see my content. Would they judge this little drawing or video I made? And what would that mean for my overall image when something I did gets torn down or called cringe? Especially when you just want to share and you're not expecting criticism or people bashing your attempts. Let's attack the real problem. You have the pressure of filling in the mold that you set yourself for. Professional editor, professional talker, or you wish to be someone taken seriously for talking about your OCs. But it's going to take multiple rounds of videos over the course of years or mentorship classes to grow out of or evade that awkward stage. You're learning how to present a topic to people and get them sold on an idea, a vision, or a stance you have. It takes time, skills, and consistency to slowly reel people in. So most of you watching this video are like me, and I can tell you confidently that we feel naked. As we are trying to put on clothes on the stage in front of those we wish to impress, we are frightened, overexposed, vulnerable, yet trying to please someone. Anyone that is like us or would like us. Yet, it feels as if somewhere in the crowd there are people telling us something useful, but they are more silent than the ones that are telling us that there is no way our body is fit for any clothes at all, and even the clothes that are our favorite. Soon our desires or the content that we proceed to make is subconsciously catered to those who don't have the courage to be on a stage. They judge based on their personal desires and only want you to bend to that because they believe that their thinking is absolute. They tell us that we are ugly or no one would ever watch our passions. Yet, why should we absorb those harshities when they are actively subscribing to watch a person humiliate themselves for their pleasure? My answer to you wouldn't be to not care. I think people wouldn't have off themselves or slinked into depression if it were that easy. Telling you to just not care is neglectful to you because it just doesn't work like that. What these people are saying to you and the reason that it sticks out is because you aren't pushing yourself enough. You don't have the time. You don't know what to do. And yet, that is the only critique that is available to you as well. An overly harsh one that is hard to pick the good from. But that's why it sits with you. Because there's work to be done on yourself. Think about it. If some kid or stranger yells at you that you are breathing wrong or you can't tie your shoe properly, you'd be like, I know how to tie my shoe. I breathe normally. This guy or gal is crazy. You're just a hater and a danger to me. So your brain will automatically ignore this person. So going back to why you are afraid to post something, you have to reframe that. For example, I'm afraid to post because I might not be able to deliver the same consistency or the same views that got me popular in the first place. It's funny because it wasn't always like this. My journey, like everyone else, started out with the monster of, I'm too shy to post. Years later, it developed into a different beast of, I'm afraid this might mess up what I spent years of building, so I'm hesitant to post. It's funny because when you upgrade in life, that fear also does. Yeah, that's why I posted that adult rated song video earlier this week, then wrote my feelings about doing so. I have to allow myself to make mistakes and remember why I like posting. Ultimately, slaying the beast. So pause this video and post something cringy. Catch is, it has to be intentionally cringy because you need to let yourself have the room to grow, then encounter those uncomfy negative reviews, work on a skill to be humble enough to fix yourself appropriately. But this is a skill called introspection. It is the deliberate practice of examining your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to understand why you react the way you do. So when I say fix yourself, don't be obsessive, because regardless of what you do, skills take time. And this is the most valuable lesson to tell you.